Again, one more time, welcome back, my dear kids. Again, we are going to the second chapter, or second chapter, not second class of the physics called as electricity. Okay, this is Mithun your science master from Cochin, Kerala, signing in from this part. Okay, hope all of you are fine there. All of you are enjoying studying physics. I will try to make it as simple as possible. Even though I am taking more time, don't get bored or don't get too much angry. Okay, because this chapter is like that. If you want to understand, it will need more explanation. After this chapter, there won't be that much explanation. Okay, once you got the concept of physics inside, then we can speed up. Only 4 chapters are there regarding physics. This chapter will take at least 1 month. The remaining 3 chapters will take only another 1 more month to finish. Okay, so let's go. Yesterday we discussed about what? Electric current, conductors and insulators, isn't it? So now let us go. What is a circuit? Come. A closed and continuous path along which an electric current flows is called an electric circuit. So simple circuit. This is the photo of a simple circuit. So what do you mean by electric circuit? Basically in your home I will tell what is a circuit. There will be a particular thing called as a switch. Okay, switch is there or not in your home? Am I right or not? Yeah, there will be hundreds and hundreds of switches in your home. And why? What is the use of this switch? We can control the electrical appliances. I hope there is switch in your home, isn't it? Without switch, how you can live in the home? Otherwise, all the time our bulb, fan, mixie, washing machine, fridge, everything will be working. We cannot control it, isn't it? If we are feeling too much cold, if you want to switch off the fan, switch off means you just off the switch. Or if you want more cool air, just on the switch. Without switch, it is very difficult to live in home. So, in electrical circuit, this symbol we will use to mention a switch. But different types of switches are there. I think where is it? I want to show it right now. Otherwise, you will be getting confused. 1 second, my dear kid. 1 second. In the beginning itself, if we work, it will be good. See, power key or plug key or switch is represented by this diagram. Okay, that diagram I shown before, that also we can use. Okay, in some textbook we are using this diagram. 2 types of switches are there. Actually, this is not 2 types of switches, it is only one switch. Okay, the working of switch is what? 2 method is there. 1 to switch it on, switch it off. Understand? Whenever there is a dot, it means that the particular switch is closed. That means closed means on. Understand? Isn't it? Closed means on. There is no dot. Open means off. Understand? Understood? If the light is on, we will use this diagram. If the light is off, you will use the above diagram. Understood? That's the basic regarding electric circuit. Another thing is there. See, a simple diagram. Okay, a simple diagram like this, in which this is the wire. Okay, this is the long thing is wire, and in one side we are drawing one big line and one small line. And positive and negative, if we are showing, means it is a battery. Okay, electric cell or a battery. Or power source also we can say. Okay, it is in a circuit, this battery is the power source. So battery of your remote, battery of your clock, okay, your time clock, has 2 ends. Okay, one pointy end and one plain end. In one end it is written as positive and one end it is written as negative. Have you seen that? Of course you have seen. So that's why we are mentioning it here. Positive to negative. And whenever, listen here carefully, that's very important part. Whenever you are drawing circuit, you must show the direction of current. Okay, show the direction of current. And all the time in circuits, current flows from positive to negative. Okay, positive to negative. And just here one arrow mark you want to add. Arrow mark. Okay, it's my screen. I am not drawing it with my pen. It will spoil my screen. Okay, I don't want to spoil my screen. That's why I'm not drawing it. Anyway, after that, during that board classes, detailed class will be there regarding this. Actually, this class must do it in board. Okay, otherwise it will be difficult. Leave it. We can go for circuits. First two things you want to study is this. Okay, switch. What is a switch? Open switch means light is off. Closed switch means light is on. Open switch means fan is off. Closed switch means fan is on. Understood? And this is the battery. And combinations of battery means you can connect how many numbers of battery together. No problem with that. Next, another things are the electric bulb, resistance, ammeter, voltmeter, and all we will discuss later. Okay. So let us start with circuits. How many types of circuits are there? We will derive the equations for what? Electric current. Okay, let's see. First one is electric circuit. Let's see what it is. A closed and continuous path along which an electric current flows is called a circuit. Simple thing. Wire. A wire will be there. A power source will be there. An electrical appliances or load will be there. Okay, electrical appliances or load. And why we are not every time we are drawing battery like this? If you are drawing like this means it is very easy to understand, isn't it? Am I right or not? Is it drawing like this or drawing like this is easy to understand? Where is it? Drawing like this is easy to understand. Tell me, this is also battery, that one is also battery. Which is easy to understand? This one is easy to understand, isn't it? But is it difficult to draw like this? Is it practical to draw every time battery like this and bulb like this and other appliances like that? If there is a fridge, you want to draw a fridge here. If there is a microwave oven, we want to draw a microwave oven over here. Is it practical? Tell me. No, it is not practical. If you are doing like that, mean it will take a lot of time. And this is only the beginning of electrical circuit. When we are going for electrical engineering and all, a page full of electrical appliances, electrical circuits will be there. Anyway, in this 10th standard also you will study about lots of electrical circuits. 5 resistors in series, 5 resistors in parallel, 5 load bulbs are there. All these things is very difficult to draw. That's why we are using that circuit diagram. Okay, there we are using symbols for that. Battery symbol, you already know what is a battery symbol. See, this is the battery symbol. Where is it? Come on, come fast. This is the battery symbol. And bulb, how we are mentioning. See, is it easy or not to mention like this? Okay, but in some cases we will use this symbol also, resistance. Okay, in the case of fridge, in the case of washing machine, in the case of TV and all, we use this particular symbol, just a zigzag symbol. These are wire and this zigzag thing is load. Load means which uses electric current. Bulb we are defining by this. By this also we can define the bulb. Okay, let us see. Come on, electric circuit, you know what is an electric circuit? 2 types of electric circuits are there. Open circuit and closed circuit. Okay, open circuit and closed circuit. Just see that picture and tell me what is an open circuit and what is a closed circuit. See, what is the difference here? Something, any difference? Battery color is same, isn't it? Bulb color is same, wire color is same, but here the bulb is on, here the bulb is off, isn't it? So what's the difference between that? To a circuit be complete, it must be closed circuit. Okay, a closed circuit means simply, see how we are giving the direction of current. Understood? Like this we want to show. This many arrows is not necessary. Okay, 2 or 3 arrows is not necessary. Okay, then see, current flows from a closed circuit is simple like this. From positive end of the battery, it must pass through the load. Here load is bulb, and it must end at the negative end. Okay, that complete circuit is known as closed circuit. Understood? It must start from the positive. That means whenever the current flows from positive to negative, it is a closed circuit. Okay, an electric circuit through which current flows continuously is called a closed circuit, and that continuous flow is from positive to the negative. It must start from positive, it must stop at negative. Okay, this circuit is a closed circuit. Here what is happened? The wire is broken, so it is negative circuit. Current will flow from here and stop here. Understood? But in this case, why the bulb is not on? Anyway, the current reached here. Then why it is not on? Because if an electrical appliance or anything want to be work, the current must flow, make a complete cycle. That complete cycle is from positive end to the negative end. Okay? Isn't it? Yes, that's it. So open circuit definitions, you just read it. An electric circuit through which no current flows is called an open circuit. Here no current will flow. Current flow means from here one complete cycle, that is current flow. Understand? Current will flow from here to here, it will stop it here. We cannot say it as a current flow. Current flow means it must start from positive term to the end in negative. So I thought you understand about conductors and insulators and these different types of circuits. So these are the photos of some circuits, not circuits, sorry. It is photos of insulators, wood, dry wood, plastic bottles, plastic sheet, paper. Examples for insulators, you already know that. So how we can express the electrical current? Okay, how we can express, how we can explain this electrical current? You know it is the flow of charge, but let's see in equation how we can do that. Electrical current is expressed by the amount of charge flowing through a particular area in a particular time. Anywhere, lots of current is flowing through a wire. In your home, when you are switching on, lots of current is flowing. But how we can express current in a particular area in a particular time? Understood? In the case we are taking unit time means 1 second. Remember this in your entire life. Understand? Not this one, leave it. This part, remember it till your end of your life. Standard unit of time is what? Seconds. Okay, standard unit of time is second. Unit time means 1 second. Understand? And this charge is flowing. How we represent charge? Q. Understand? And the unit of that charge is called as coulomb. Okay, coulomb. See, where is my coulomb? Here is our coulomb. So, SI unit of charge is coulomb. SI unit of time is T. And what is current? Rate of flow of charges is called as current. How we can express the current? Rate of charge flown in 1 second. Okay, 1 coulomb in 1 second will give us what? Current. Understand? So electric current is nothing when 1 coulomb or 1 net charge means what? 1. Understand? The total charge here is 1, which travels in 1 second. Okay, here 1 coulomb per 1 second. That is the current at a particular section, not the entire current. Okay, for it is easy to measure current like this, isn't it? Understand? Come back. Electric current is expressed by the amount of charge flowing through a particular area in a particular time. Coulomb per second. Amount of charge flowing is Q, coulomb. Particular time is called as time or T in seconds, coulomb per second. Understand? q by t or coulomb per second. Q is the representation of time, representation of charge. SI unit of Q is coulomb, or we can write it as C. SI unit of time is second. We want to write it as second. So what is the SI unit of current? Coulomb per second, isn't it? Isn't it? See, coulomb per second, isn't that? But we are using another SI unit for current. It is called as ampere, which is represented in A. Where is it? I forgot where is it. C. So we are, for our convenience or for our easiness, we are using ampere to represent electric current. Understand? Ampere. Okay. Anyway, detailedly we will discuss about that. Where we stopped here. Conventional flow of electrical current. Conventional flow means the historic flow, that common flow of electric current. Electric current flows from a region of higher potential to a region of lower potential. Simple thing, simple common sense thing. You know, you studied about diffusion and all. Am I right or not? For example, this water, it will flow from higher position to lower position, isn't it? And air, it will move from high pressure area to low pressure area. The same case, electric current flow from say higher region to lower potential region. Potential means that much the number of electrons or number of charges in particular place. But one problem is there. Actually, the flow of current is from positive to negative. Understand? The flow of current we are using in daily life is from positive to negative. But in reality, how the current is flowing? You know that the flow of current is flow of electrons. Electrons flow from negative to positive because positive charges will attract these electrons. Actually, the current flow is in this direction, from negative to positive. But for years, that's why it is used as conventional flow. For hundreds and hundreds of years, what we thought about that this current is flowing from higher potential. Potential means higher potential area means area which has more charges. So more charges to lower potential. Here positive particles has high charge, negative particles has low charge. Okay. So we are considering the flow of current from positive to negative. But in reality, current is flowing from negative to positive. Understand? In circuits and all, we need to consider this one. Electric current is flowing from positive side to negative side. But in the case in next chapter, we need to consider this one. That's the twisty thing about this physics. For thousands of years, we believed that current is flowing from positive to negative. But these electron microscopes and all were found in the past century. That's why we don't know about the flow of electrons and all. After that, we came to know that current flows from negative to positive. But conventionally, traditionally, we are using what? We are using direction of current from positive side to the negative side. Okay? You must draw the arrow mark showing positive to negative side. So that is the flow of current. Okay? I hope now this subject is getting a bit more tension, isn't it? Yes, I know it will continue till the end. Each and each portion is difficult and more difficult and more difficult. That's it. Anyway, I hope this class also was fine. Any doubts, anything means you can refer directly to me. Don't worry. The entire question bank, question answer I will provide, and different application level questions also I will provide, which is not in textbook. In textbook only small amount of exercise questions are there. That's nothing. Only 40% of the mark will come from that part. But one thing is confirmed that the entire portion will be from the textbook itself. Okay? No out of syllabus question won't come. Application level means application level regarding your textbook, not out of syllabus. Out of syllabus won't come for NCERT. Okay, so that is, my dear kids, just keep this in mind. Actually, current flows from negative to positive, but conventionally we are using which one? Just leave the one below, only use this one. From positive to negative, that is the flow of current till now. So that's it. I hope all of you enjoyed this class. Anyway, homework and all I will provide. And if you want anyway, if you want to take the screenshot, you can post the video and you can take this screenshot. That is also very very valuable notes. But I will give a detailed note regarding all these things. This note is also fine. If you can refer it with the diagram also, it's a good thing. Whenever you want, you can take it and you can study it. Okay, so this is the second class I think. More classes will come. This chapter will take a lot of time. I am 100% sure about that. So what you want to do? You want to keep in touch. You want to keep in touch and you want to revise this at least half an hour daily. Half an hour. I am only telling half an hour. That's it. You don't want to spend the entire time. Even if it's 15 minutes, that's also fine. Okay, but you must go through that. Okay, and whenever you have any doubts means just go through this video one more time, and still your doubt is not clear means you can directly convey with me. No problem. Anyway, for this we will 3 times we can explain all those things. Otherwise you won't understand this. So my dear kids, Mithun Raj signing off from this part of the world. Hope all are enjoying your life. Corona situation, isn't it? But still, anyway, it happens. The entire world is been suffering like that. We want to face this thing. Okay, face this pandemic. Anyway, we are human beings. We will be able to defeat this coronavirus one day. Okay, we have defeated all these types of pandemics in the future. Not in the future, in the past. We will defeat it now, and we will defeat it in the future also. We are strong, right? So till then, goodbye my dear kids. Stay home, stay safe, and Jai Hind.